guys, so welcome back to my channel. My name is Alice Kanji if you don't know me. And I know this is not normally what I do. This is one of my only, it's actually my only individual video by the time you're watching this. And I decided, you know what, you guys are used to seeing my friends and us discussing some other topics and all that. But today I wanted to talk about something that I think you guys should know and to know. As you can tell from the title of the video, we are talking about knowing your value. So I just wanted to talk about this because I've really been doing a lot of reflecting this year and, trying to find myself. And, I'm recording this from New York actually. And, I thought, why not do an individual video because I never do any of these. And I really hope you guys like this because it's new and I don't know, maybe you guys thought my content will probably be diverse. I don't know what you guys might think. So anyway, I'm talking a lot and I just want to get straight to the point. Basically, I just want to remind you, this is something that we all know, but I think you just need to be reminded often that you need to know your worth and accept yourself, know your worth, and do not lower your standards. I know people will be like, oh, this guy or this opportunity is this what, and you're in your heart, you know that it's not what you deserve, it's not what you have worked this far for. Don't take it. You see, because my first point will be, do not lower your standards. If the person you're trying to be with does not enhance your goals, does not look fit for you, what you want to become, do not lower your standards for it. Because you see, sometimes, especially women, we're victims of lowering our standards because of going for the first option we have. Something else I want to tell you guys is, don't jump to your first offer. Like, your first, I saw someone somewhere said that women and when it comes to the workplace, that women normally end up not in high-end jobs because of one reason, and that is we jump to the first opportunity, even when it comes to the job market. So you get a job, you apply for jobs and you get it, and you're told we can give you this, but instead we're going to give you this opportunity instead, and it's something lower than what you accepted. But you're saying, like, what, it's fine, I'm gonna work my way to the top, what, that's fine, that's cool, I'm not going against it. But that's lowering your standards. That's not what your value is. When God made us, I didn't want to get all spiritual about this, but when God made us, we are told we are made in His image and likeness. Do you know how worthy that is? This is all skin. You should also look at inner value. This is all skin. With my melanin, you're black, you're white, you're all this, all that. It doesn't matter. It's your inner value that matters. So for you to have a soul that if you die is still going to be there, you don't know how valuable you are. You are that valuable. So when it comes, like that example for the job market, when you decide to settle and some guy will come and be like, no, that's not my value, I'm not going to accept that. That's not the amount of money that I'm required. That's not how worthy I am. I'm not going to take that. And then eventually before you know it, someone will find a compromise and be like, okay, fine, you know what, we'll give you this. And like, yeah, now that's my value. Same thing when it applies to our relationships, especially relationships. Ladies, I want to talk to a girl's perspective because I'm one, so I know it from a girl's perspective. When it comes to relationships and not lowering your standards and knowing your worth, please do that. Do just that. Because recently I just learned that, we tend to, like I said, go for the first option that comes. Sometimes you feel like, you've not been in a relationship for so long and you feel a bit lonely and, you just need someone. And so the first guy that says, oh, I like you, you're like, oh, I'm in this, let's do this, let's do that. So you end up compromising so many things that it does not progress you to be in this relationship. What are your goals? Remember, what are your targets in life? Do you have any? You need to have some. That's what should keep you moving. Because next thing you know, this guy doesn't do this and you're not okay with this, but you'll be like, okay, you know what? I'll lower myself to that. He does not like, let's say you're a person who goes to the gym. You go to the gym you've been going to the gym for 3-4 months consistently. Then this guy comes into your life and he doesn't gym, and the time that you're supposed to be in the gym, he does not support that. That's the specific time he wants to be with you. That limits your goal, because you either end up compromising your time for the gym or compromising the gym itself. So the goals that you had set in your mind for hitting the gym, they just go like that. You see, that's not someone who adds value to you. You need to have relationships that are valuable. Do not lower your standards. And I know some of you can come like, oh wow, you're supposed to be willing to compromise in relationships, all this, all that. But relationships, from what I've learned so far, I mean, you guys, I'm young, I'm still 19, I don't know too much, but what I've learned so far is that relationships are not supposed to be easy, but in a way easy, in that you're supposed to give less. And I'm not saying that, no effort, no. What I'm saying is you're supposed to give less because the other person is also giving less, if that makes sense. So if you're giving less and the other person feels like they're giving less, it means it's not so difficult to be in that relationship. It means that a compromise is very easy to find. We can make these goals together. And I know you guys like, couple goals and, achieving this business together and, working together. Well, yes, that's how it's supposed to be. But you see, sometimes, guys, you might find someone and you invest so much in them, and then you get these opportunities, and more and more, sometimes you're reaching that limit, and you've been with this person for so long, and you feel like you need to grow with them, but sometimes you are the reason you're holding them back. You also need to know, are you holding someone back? And if you are, sometimes, guys, what I have learned this 2019, not that I've been in this situation, but something that I have learned from all the talks I've watched is love is not always enough. Like, it's facts. It's not always enough. Sometimes you need to look at outside perspectives. But we're not going to talk about that. Right now, I'm just talking about knowing your worth. So set your standards. And if someone does not meet these standards, do not lower yourself. Please, girls, do not lower yourself. You deserve so much better. You deserve so much better in that you need to progress in whatever relationship it is, whatever friendship you're in, whatever contact you get to, you need to find a way to progress. So it's not your job to change people also. Like when you find like your life is moving well and all this, or this person does not fit into that scope that I'm telling you about, and you're like, okay, yeah, but I can change, and slowly we can build this. No, it's not your place, honey. It's not it. It's not your place, and he's not gonna change just because you want him to change. Someone needs to change because they want to. But stop making yourself feel like you need to change for someone, or someone needs to change you. If you feel like you need to make a certain change, a major change, then that's not it. So let me say another point that I have. Know your value, don't lower your standards. If they don't help you progress, then why you settling? Like, you have no reason to settle. Don't give in to your first off, like I said, it's not your job to change people. People should change because they want to change. Like, my mindset has changed so much in 2019 in what I think I should see in a guy. Like, I don't just look for, he's driving the coolest cars. Like, how do you have ambition? Are you going to fit into my ambitions? Are we going to progress? I need some, like, I've said it a lot, but I'm still going to say it. Progress is key. Do not make stagnant relationships with people that will take you nowhere. Because those goals, those mindsets you've put for yourself, they're all void and mean nothing if you're compromising too much and not going to pursue what you've been working for all your life, just know. And something else that I've learned is that if someone is not for you and is against you, that is their purpose in life, in your life, for sure. Like, if someone does not support you, not everyone's going to like you. you know you have something, you put in your pitch on something, and this person's like, no, you're not gonna make it. If someone is not for you and someone is against you, against your goals, against everything you're saying, guess what? That is exactly what they will put in your life to do. They will put in your life to discourage you. And if you get discouraged, then that's not what's supposed to happen. There are certain people who have been put in your life to teach you lessons, to make you stronger, to make you step up your game. Like, God didn't just decide, this person's going to hate you for no reason. They're gonna hate you, but they hate you for a reason. So find out that reason. Someone is going to put you down in your goal. You're an artist, you're doing your best, you're doing everything, and then someone comes and tells you, you should just try something else, like, go to, something so different than what you believe in. And you're gonna be like, you have two choices. You're like, you know what, I'm trying so hard and I'm not making it. Or you're gonna be like, you know what, I'm gonna prove you wrong. I have to prove you wrong. So by the time you're proving them wrong, the time that you've made it, they have nothing to say. That time they're quiet, they don't have anything to say. They're just gonna be like, well, okay, yeah, they made it. Shit, then they're the same people who come to your life and be like, oh, hi, I want an autograph, I want this, I want that, because you made it. But they didn't believe in you. You also need to know the people who believe in you, who believe in your passions before you even begin, when you are nothing, when you are dust. Because by the time you're at the top, you need to remember the people who helped you to get there. You also need to remember those enemies who got you there. Don't forget, be thankful. When someone hates on you, don't hate back. Be thankful. Because when you get to the top, you're just going to look down and be like, thank you. If you did not let me down that time, if you didn't tell me I didn't make it, you wouldn't be my motivation to be where I am right now. So guys, everyone is put into your life for a purpose. If someone is hating on you, it's because they have been given that task to do so by God. I know I'm getting a bit spiritual because I've been getting in touch with my faith of late. So they have been put in your life for a reason. Also, the last thing I'm going to say, the last point, because I feel like this video is going to be a bit too long and I'm just being a bit repetitive, is that do not give in to your feelings. In that, actually, this is one of the second last things I'm going to say. That this is one of my strongest points, is that do not give in to your feelings. In that, after some time, you're going to, when you decide to, follow your dream and your goal, and sometimes you're going to sound like you're being a bit rude and you're not compromising. No, honey, you're just building yourself. So sometimes you're gonna be like, oh, but you need to be a bit more lenient. You need to, find, compromise. Okay, you can just like lower this standard by like a bit. And that will let you down a bit, but you'll still get there, and you keep procrastinating because of this person, because of this obstacle that you're feeling like sad about or feeling. No, do not give in to those feelings, because there's a reason you put those standards for yourself, because you needed them. You set those standards because you needed them. You cannot have a Mercedes-Benz and you sell it on to the price of a Pro Box just because you're lowering your standards. They will never be on the same league. Someone will be like, this is a Benz, but it has this, it has that, but I'll sell it for this amount. That's not its value. You could have got it for so much more, because you compromised and be like, I really need this money, like I need it. So you sell it the price of a Pro Box. You do not know the value of that car. In the same way, when you start compromising and be like, all this, all that, you're selling yourself for the price of a Pro Box, and you're a Benzo, you're a Bentley, you're, the most expensive car in this world. That's what you are. Do not sell yourself for less. You cannot let yourself sell yourself for less. Don't give in to the feelings of, pity, or, you're scared that they won't accept you or they're going to hate you. Let them hate you. Like I said, if they have been put in your life to hate you, it's for a reason. They're supposed to be a stepping stone. And last but not least, the last thing I'm going to tell you about knowing your value is, if something has your name on it, And I've said this before and I'll say it again. If it has your name on it, it cannot go to someone else. If you're stressing because oh, my man left me, this girl stole your boyfriend, or you've been building a relationship for so long, and then this girl from nowhere, he ends up cheating on you with this girl. Next thing, they're in a relationship. Sweetheart, your name wasn't written on it. He wasn't the one for you. So stop feeling like he's been stolen. He's not been stolen. He's been stolen by the person who he's meant to be with. He wasn't for you. If God said that this is going to be your man, nobody's going to take it away from you. Nobody's going to take him from you. But if he's gone, it just means that he really wasn't for you in the first place. If that girl left you, it's because she wasn't yours in the first place. God is taking them away from your life because they don't belong to you. So it's okay to hurt. It's okay to lose things. It's okay to lose opportunities. It's okay, you applied for this job, you really wanted it, you really thought you were going to get it, then you didn't. There's something, if you don't give up, there's something better that's waiting for you ahead. It's just because your name was not on that job. It was not meant for you because greater things are coming. So guys, what I'm trying to say is have a positive mindset. Know your value. Do not settle for less. Those are my 3 main messages here. Because guys, stay woke. It's 2019. And I don't do these videos often. So when you see me, I'm inspired to do this. Like, it's not just from nowhere. I just believe that maybe someone will listen to this video and be like, you've been thinking about this thing and you're not doing it, do it. You've been suffering in this relationship that you're with someone, with this friendship and all this, because you feel like you're giving in too much, you're struggling to be in that. Just let it go. You don't deserve that. You don't deserve that. Hurt is inevitable, pain is inevitable. So when you experience it, you just let it. But don't let it take over your life. So anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you reached the end, it means that I was talking a bit of sense here and there. So thank you so much for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. If you like this video, maybe I might do more of these stuff. But yeah, just know your worth, people. Stay woke. Don't get into relationships that are burdensome. Add value to your life, guys. And I'm talking too much, so yeah. I might just keep doing individual videos because there's my channel. So make sure you add me on my socials. Add me on my socials at Alice Kanji, most of them. Like tags about my names on socials. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much for the progress that I have been making, and I'll see you guys when you see me next. So bye. Subscribe to my channel. Might do more individual videos. So yeah, Alice Kanji signing out. Peace.